Hey tribe, how are you guys doing? You already know this is prophecy. So I got a message from the hermit. Okay, hermit represents your spiritual team. It represents the divine, our God. It can represent angels. It can represent other deities or other entities that is positively bringing us into whatever enlightenment that needs to be exposed. But today I had the hermit that came towards me. Hermit represents spirit, right? The spirit came towards me today and told me that it's time to give insight and it's time to that we illuminate the truth, which I'm pretty sure you guys already know the truth and or have heard or got some type of inkling to getting whatever, how can I put it, clarity that you need about a particular situation. Well, today's situation is basically about the music industry. I picked up the devil energy, which also represents occults. It represents organizations. It represents programs. It represents corporations. It represents how can I put it, communities, right? Some could be, you know, organizations to help you to move along with your journeys and your purposes and your passions. And you have some that are meant to cause stagnation, or they want you to sell your soul, or they want you to do blood sacrifices. It's going to be different for each and one situation, because when we get into this occult or this light being energy, one must understand that we have to have balance, the shadow and the light, in order to bring fulfillment to this material world. So like I said, all of the devil energy is not as it is being depicted, because chaos is necessary to a certain extent, but we're not going to get into the chaos right now. All right. Like I said, but with these particular entities here are occult groups who groom children. These are children, charged star children, like the kids from the Mickey Mouse Club, kids from different episodes and series we used to watch. They were being groomed. What's that dude name? His last name is Brown, Orlando Brown. They don't want me to get this message out, but yeah, those type of individuals that seem crazy in our eyes now, they was groomed by this entity that focuses on, I want to say another word, that harnesses these children's powers, gifts, and abilities. Like if your child, or if you know any child stars that started off in the industry at a young age, and you see how their life turned out, you see that it turned out into flames. It became tower moments. They had a lot of mental drug addictions, drinking problems, bad relationships. And these are child stars that the government groomed over, right? They did very malicious, sadistic things that wasn't humane to these children without no one knowing the truth. These are messages that are called Epstein files. And this is something that I just came up with. So this is the Epstein files messages that give you insight about how these children, these star children, were groomed by the fake Illuminati, because they're not the real, like I just said. Okay, because there's two different, we're not going to get into that right now. But I also did pick up that this is why your children or you shouldn't sign any contracts with these dark entities, because of the sacrifice that will ultimately put you in a situation to where you're going to end up losing your life by paying it back in blood, right? All for the sake or for the name of fortune and fame. And these kids didn't know any better, and their parents didn't know any better when they signed these contracts, you know. And then when they come out, when they get older, these contracts they have to finish being fulfilled. They lose their lives early. Like Tupac lost his life early, Biggie lost his life early, Janis Joplin lost her life early, Jimi Hendrix left their life early. Like, these stars end up paying the ultimate price after the contract is signed, and they have to be replaced by other stars, because the entity, the government only want to use you to a certain age, and then they get rid of you. When you cannot make them any more money after you go past this certain age, then they get rid of you and they replace you. It's something about getting rid of your energy. We're gonna pull on this energy some more, but they enslaved these children. Something about they take them to Florida or something like that. Something that's been done in Florida when they do these initiations, right? So don't ever sign any type of contract that you know that's coming from a dark entity. You have to realize and understand and make sure that you use your intuitiveness to make sure that you're not signing the wrong contract. Because you have some contracts that are feasible and they are reasonable and they are of the vine, and then you have some contracts when it's coming to this becoming a superstar, or you're trying to get fame quick, or you want to sell your soul out. They're gonna let you know before you drink that golden juice. You know what the golden juice is before you even step out into that next part of that ritual. You will be warned. 7-Eleven on the screen, yeah, because they're gonna promise you success, and you're gonna get that success, but to what extent? And that's why these child stars, as you can see, Britney Spears, one of them, like I said, what's my girl name? Lindsay Lohan. What's my other girl name who sang the Wrecking Ball? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Hannah Montana, right? You can see how their life, they went from innocent to living almost trash lives when they became in the public's eye as they got older, because they didn't have any direction. They didn't have any discipline. They didn't have anybody to show them or tell them, you know, especially when the Illuminati, fake Illuminati, is saying that they are your parents. So the parents gave up their children to be raised by these entities, and these entities represent, they let these children or the people who they have signed act within these particular contracts to doing whatever these particular things that they have to do in order for people to buy and sell the product. I don't know, something like that, y'all. But it's crazy. It's something to do with the industry want them to act out and lash out, and they want them to be in obscenity because that's what sells. The same people that controls media, right? The parents don't have any say-so because the parents signed their children away to this entity, to this dark entity, all for the fortune and fame, and the kids have to pay at the end of the day. Sorry. The kids doesn't answer to their parents anymore. They answer to the entities, which is the Illuminati, which is what the organization, which is the music industry. I'm gonna end it. So y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know we get it in over here. 33 Price Conscious. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.